Okay, so we got these 6 robots, and yeah, I had them early because my store just gave it to me early. So let's review these guys. So these green robots, there's 6 of them. I thought there was 5 because I don't know Devastator. But originally I thought there was only 5 because it said 5 out of 5 on the packaging. But there's 6, so I had to pick up another one. So 2 of them are very similar. 2 of them, well, there's 2 sets of them that are very similar to each other. The arms and the legs are very similar to each other. And then there's this guy that's his own guy, and there's this guy that's his own guy. I don't really know the names of these guys because I know them as Devastator. But we're gonna get right into each one of them and how they articulate, how they feel, how they do different things, and then we'll go right to the combined mode, and then the alt modes before the combined mode because I said that wrong. But we have these 6 robots, and we have this thing, his crotch, yes. I take this thing off of hook because it makes them heavy. We have this thing, and then we have these 2 things, which are hands. So yeah, we're gonna make sure this guy is gonna be looking good. I haven't combined them yet since I got them. I just got the email that they came in today. The store didn't even think they were gonna come in there. I have all the boxes. No, I'm not showing you because I don't want to show you. But anyways, we're gonna get right into this. So let's get right in and start with the smallest to the biggest. Let's start off with everybody's first find of the Constructicons, or at least mostly, and it's Bone Crusher. This guy is really okay. And Bone Crusher's only okay because of the way he looks visually. He feels great, he transforms great, but the visual stuff on him kind of gets him a lower rating than the rest of the guys. That's kind of why I'm starting with him, because he's basically rare bottom. I've had him the most, so I might have more problems with him because I've had him longer than the other guys. But this guy is kind of plain. So the only color on this guy is basically this, like on this bucket and his face, and then the rest of it is just green, and it really is noticeable. The legs just look like they're just straight. I didn't know he even had a knee bend, and the knee bend for this guy is really bad. You hear, like, here, if you hear this, it's like it just locks in place, and I hate it because you can't have it like you can't have it in between. You have to have it like this or completely straight, which kind of sucks. I mean, Bone Crushers is kind of cool. I don't love this neither. Like I don't love the way they use the ball joints. Not that it really matters, but his hands are molded into it. I don't like that for a lot. Like this guy, they completely made his hand come out. Unlike his, it's kind of just molded into his forearm, which kind of sucks. But yeah, Bone Crusher is a solid like 7 out of 10. He could be done better, but he's an arm, so oh well. So yeah, moving on to the next guy. The new guy, we have Scavenger. At least I think that's what his name is, because these guys' names are so similar. But Scavenger here, I just bought 20 minutes ago. And in this thing, if you put him on here, he barely stands up. So he cannot stand up in this pose with the bucket on him. FYI. Oh, I don't really care about parts forming myself. I could care less about parts forming. I don't ever transform my Transformers half the time. I only transform my Transformers if I have to transform them for a stop motion. I'm not like a normal collector. I don't play with them that much. I just use them. So Scavenger here is really nice. The head sculpt is a lot better than Bone Crusher's in my opinion. I like him more than Bone Crusher so far. The legs are the same, but they're different colors. Like for an example, which one looks better in your opinion? Because let me know down in the comments, because this guy has a different, like, he has color breakup, unlike Bone Crusher, who is the same freaking color all the way through. This guy still has the color breakup in the chest area with the silver, but he has purple legs, so he breaks up color better than Bone Crusher. The only things again with this guy is the legs. Even the bucket though, the bucket fits in really nicely right here. You can easily take it off, but the fact that he can barely stand up with it on is kind of annoying, but it doesn't annoy me that much. It will probably annoy the generic Transformers fan. But anyways, he looks really nice. The hands aren't molded into his, he doesn't have a wrist swivel, but they are not molded into his forearms. They can kind of move around, which is really nice not to have this higher than that, which is really cool. So I think overall he looks really cool, and he feels, these guys are the best, like most solid out of the 6 because they are smaller. So yeah, this guy's a good solid 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. So yeah, definitely recommend this guy. Moving on, we have the first Voyager of them all. We have Scrapper, and this one was really nice. When I first got this, I got him and Bone Crusher at the very similar times. I thought this guy was going to be the best out of them all. And he's still up there, but this really gets him down. Like, I don't like a Transformer that can't stand up, and clearly with a little bit of wind, he's just gonna fall over. And his supports are okay on the back, but they're not amazing. So overall, Scrapper's a pretty good Transformer. The big tires are really nice. These tires stick out a bit on the front, which kind of is eh. But the face sculpt is really nice. Very similar to Bone Crushers, with the visor and whatnot. They all have red visors, but like the way his face is sculpted is the same sculpt as Bone Crushers, just the middle face is different. Then he still has that color breakout, which is really good. He's not any bigger. He's actually kind of smaller than Bone Crusher here, and he's a Voyager, so that doesn't really make sense to me. But the fact that he is a leg does, I guess, justify the point. I don't know how their justification works these days. But yeah, Scrapper's a solid 9 out of 10. I really do enjoy Scrapper. Another new member, which is Mixmaster, and this guy, so far, he's decent, and he's not, I don't enjoy him as much as him, to be honest. He's okay. I get the fact that they want to be accurate with Studio Series and everything. I personally don't like this at all. I don't like how it's like over his head. I really don't like it at all. And I would have liked it if they were able to like kind of like let it flip down, even because like this comes off, so kind of flip it down if like they want a different look. That's really what I would rather for like customization, because I really don't like it because it's hard to get into his head. And if you're looking at it like an up projection, which is what you're normally looking at, there's a big shadow on his head, and I don't love that. This is my favorite face sculpt too, out of all of them, and it's the hardest to see. And he's my favorite face sculpt. Like I don't know. This guy looks like he's my favorite looking. He looks the best out of them all. That is what I'm worried about in combined mode. I don't love the way that they're not stable, and that's not good. The arms are great. Everything about him is great. He doesn't have, none of them have wrist swivel, which is kind of whatever. But at the same time, you got to look at it as like they're not going to be used in robot mode. Like I won't use them in robot mode unless I'm like filming for them. Again, another weird thing is that his feet are in the back and not in the front, which is kind of weird. But yeah, overall, this guy's okay. His barrel doesn't make him too toppy heavy, which is really good. I like the way that they allow you to take it off, because that's really cool too. But the fact that like he's just in, does this go open up? Again, I haven't, wait, maybe this opens up. Oh, this opens up. What is this? Maybe this is a part of like a gun in the combined mode. I have no clue, but this opens up for some reason. I don't know why yet. But yeah, this is new to me. But yeah, he overall he looks really good, and they all feel really amazing. Like they feel great. Like if you compare this to Combiner Wars, it is blowing it out of the park, and this won't go back in, whatever. But yeah, Mixmaster, really cool, love him. And let's move on to the big boy of the bunch. Not long haul, and long haul is not long but tall. No, long haul is not long but wide. He's a wide fella, and in Combiner Wars, he was a wide fella. He was way wider. He was probably up to here. But yeah, he looks really good, and he feels pretty hefty. The only problem with these guys is their legs are so loose, and it sucks in robot mode. Their combined mode and their vehicle modes were definitely prioritized, which kind of sucks. I really like them because I only use them in robot mode too. But this guy poses a lot better than you would think. Like his articulation is great, and everything about all of these guys is really good. Their articulation is all the same basically. But like this guy is like a dump truck, and he is a dump truck. It's just hilarious. But yeah. Only problem is I don't love that that's a peg. It's like the big thing that in combined mode that it kind of taps into. Don't love that it's there though. I like that this folds down, and the legs are pretty chunky, but they have some color on it, unlike Bone Crusher. So it's really nice. And yeah, he's big. Like these are sticking out way too wide. Like I would have loved that they would have put a hinge here so you can kind of like fold them back. That would have been my big complaint, is that they don't have that. And another thing they added that they didn't have to is this like little grill inside of him, which is really cool. And the designers really didn't have to do that, but they did. So that's really cool, and I'm glad they did that. Well, and that is long haul. So I give this guy a solid 9 out of 10. He's really good for the big piece of Devastator, bro. I can't talk. Moving on to my favorite guy. This guy if you don't, you know who he is now since he's the last guy. But this guy's the best feeling, the best one out of the bunch, and it is Hook, bro. Hook is such a he's such a good. He's so good. He's like the aura this guy brings. I love this guy. He's my favorite Constructicon. He's my favorite feeling Constructicon here, and I love the way he looks. I would have loved his like, where is he? Where is this guy? Mix like this head sculpt on this guy would have been so sick. But yeah, this guy's my favorite looking. I love the way he looks, the way he feels, and like unlike Mixmaster, his feet or his legs aren't like loose. They're really nice and tight, and they feel stable. He feels like a stable unit, and the fact that you can just attach this and unattach this whenever you want is great. He can like stand up with it on, which is great, and you can kind of use it for like a support if you ever want it to like a third leg, and you can't really tell that it's a third leg. So yeah, the only complaint is this part, but it needs to be there because of combine mode, because it kind of just sticks out there. Kind of sucks. I wish it was like a panel that kind of covered it, but I don't know how that would have worked. But yeah, the arms feel great, and yeah, he looks overall great. I love that these things you can kind of like put them wherever they want. I like them like this. But yeah, he is definitely my favorite, and he's definitely a good 10 out of 10. Like this is a 10 out of 10, the only one that's 10 out of 10 out of the bunch. So yeah, Hook is great. Now going over their mold mates, obviously as you can see, they're not as visible as it was for Combiner Wars. Like you could tell that they're all the same, but this time it's only like these two are the same, and then the arms are the same. So these are two. No, actually these are like, what does this guy do? I'm so confused. What does, I don't, okay, whatever. He's a leg, I think, actually. I got confused. But yeah, these guys are really cool. They're mold mates, and yeah, they look great. They look different enough, though. I guess if this folded down, they look very much more similar, but they definitely use the same engineering on the side and for the legs, as you can see with the back stuff, too. Now, the more visual things is Bone Crusher and Scavenger, because they use the same legs, the different colors, but that's basically they use the big things as the legs, and then the rest of it is basically different from each other. But yeah, so these are the 6, and that's how I feel about them individually. Now I get to go and transfer them all into their alt modes. I will not take as long in the alt modes because I don't really care about the alt modes that much, even though they're really nice. I'm only putting them in the alt modes because they have to be like that for the transform into Devastator. So let's get there now. And now we have all 6 alt modes, and I gotta say, all of these guys together in their alt modes look absolutely amazing. Like, this is great. This was the priority when they were making these, obviously. This looks super cool. You can set up just a construction site just with these guys, and it will look super cool. They all look so amazing. They don't look bad at all. All of them are straight 10 out of 10s in vehicle mode. So I'm going to go over each one very fast, and then we're going to combine them all. Start with the one that we started with last and go all the way down to Bone Crusher. So basically, Hook here looks great as a crane. There's a few things that don't tap in great, like these things right here. Yes, he is like, there's a robot under the truck. These things don't tap in great to the feet. As you can see, there's supposed to be like little tabs that go into there. Focus. And it just doesn't seem to want to tap in, which is whatever, I guess. But yeah, overall, the crane looks great, and this is definitely the best Hook design / mold that we've had. Obviously, this goes up all the way. Come on, camera. Up all the way, and then this can go out that far, and then we have this that's free, which is kind of cool. You can do whatever you want with it. They didn't have to include that, but they did. It's a little stiff. But yeah, you can clearly see not on this side, but on this side, that this is a head. Obviously, that's Devastator's head. But from this side, it looks really good. And like I said, like these should cabin somewhere, but they don't. Maybe I just transformed them wrong. I have no clue. But yeah, Hook looks really good. Really solid figure. Moving on, we now have Mixmaster, and this is my favorite out of them all. The freaking cement truck. This looks so cool. Like, oh, it looks so tough. It was the hardest out of them all to transform. Just because of this is really hard. You gotta hold this section while bending the knee back, which is kind of annoying, but overall it looks really good, and I'm super happy with how it came out. Going on to long haul, this guy is super cool. The only bad thing about this guy is that you don't get an actual like bed, which is whatever, I guess. It doesn't really matter. This looks super cool in this mode. It looks a lot better than the robot mode. So yeah, this guy looks really solid. Not much to say about him. He's the easiest out of them all to transform, which is super cool. Just a couple flips, and he is already transforms, and they roll great. The wheels roll amazingly on all of them, but especially long haul. We now go moving on to Scrapper, which, as you can see, rolls great too. We have the little bulldozer, whatever you want to call him there, and he looks great. The only thing I don't like is from the top you can see the gaps in the thighs and legs, whatever. Which there's probably a DNA kit to figure that out, fill those out, but I don't care. But anyways, the bucket goes up like this, all the way back, all the way to the ground, and it can kind of bend throughout there, which is really cool. The back is really clean, and like I said, he rolls really well. They also included these stairs, which they really didn't have to. These details are really cool, and yeah, overall he's a solid figure, solid alt mode as well. And then the top is really cool too with the windows. So yeah, definitely another solid 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 figure. Now we move to this one. This is probably my least favorite of them all, the crane mode. For some reason, this is not pegging in. And this is my first time transforming him, so maybe it's my fault. But I'm like kind of pushing it. I don't want to give too much force. As you can see, like this is kind of looking like it's gonna pop out. So hopefully this kind of changes in the Devastator mode. But right now I don't love it. Yeah, he looks all right. We have the bucket that can come all the way out to grab stuff, and then you can come all the way back in and out. It looks better like this. I don't like this gap right here, not nice. But overall he's a really cool figure. That kind of bothers me. It kind of should look like that, I guess. But yeah, another cool figure. Now our final one, which is another really cool one, is Bone Crusher, and this is a lot better in alt mode than he is in robot mode. He definitely shines here, and they're still not pegging in. There we go. And it just pegs out. I don't know what to do with that guy. But this guy, yeah, he looks really cool in bulldozer mode. This actually gets pegged in, but if you want to kind of have it like this, or I don't know why you would want to have it like that, but it does peg in and looks super cool. So overall, as a set, they do look better as a set. So I mean, if you're planning on getting one, you're gonna end up getting the whole bunch of them because they're just amazing as together. They're not so great solo, but they can still be used solely. So it's not as good as Mixmaster like a Menosaur, where they are really good figures by themselves, but they're still decent figures by themselves. So yeah, this is long enough. You've waited long enough for this, and some of you might have just fast forwarded to it. But here we go. We are going to combine Devastator in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Devastator. Yeah, so this guy, he doesn't really fit in the frame, low key. Like this is how I was filming them all, and like, yeah. So this guy is absolutely insane. Like, look at this. Holy crap. I'm gonna go set up a new tripod just so I can show you the articulation of this guy. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now I gotta somehow show you everything that's going on wrong with this guy. I'm like on the side right here. He'll about blocking it too much. But yeah, like he holds down. This arm does. That arm. Bone Crusher. Disregard him. He's a 5 out of 10, bro. In combined mode, at least. So yeah, so he can hold stuff, basically. Devastator. Like, this thing is massive. This thing is huge, bro. This is the biggest Transformer now that I own when he's in combined mode. And, like, just, like, he's so, like, and then the fact that you can, like, oh, there's a gun there, dude. You can just grab him here, and you can just kind of bring him up, and he's fine. Like, you can, like, kind of do your thing with him there, too, and he's fine. You just place him down. This is so much better than Combiner Wars, and I wish I had a Combiner Wars figure to show you the difference between, because, like, he's just such a better figure, bro. Like, oh my gosh, he's just so cool. And, like, the design, it doesn't even show it justice on camera. But, like, for articulation, like, the hands are way better than, that's like the upgrade kit for the Combiner Wars. But, like, official, like, Hasbro stuff. So, like, it's really good. Like, you can get some really, really cool poses. Like, even, like, oh. As you probably seen at the beginning of the video, I probably showed some poses off. But, yeah, this is sick. And this is super cool. So let's just do that first. Let's go over the articulation and what I think of each bot for their limbs and how they come, like how it went. So first off, We have the base bot. We also obviously have the 2 arms here. We have the head piece, which is hook, and then the middle, which is long haul, and then the crotch, which is what it came with the 2-pack. And then we got Mixmaster and Scrapper down there. But anyway, so first of all, we have the arm that can go all the way around, which is super cool. Even though it's a Transformer, like a solo Transformer can do that, and that can do that for both. He feels a lot better than him, like completely better. The head goes up if you want to kind of like screw with it a bit. So like, here, I'm going to kind of zoom in here. So like he goes up a bit, but then like if you can go up a bit more as much as you want to lift the face, but he doesn't look down at all, which is whatever. He looks back the side to side. He goes all the way around. This can move any which way, just like it can on regular. So if you wanted him to look like this, which looks stupid, you can, but you probably don't want to. Now the hand articulation, it is just going around like that. You can lift this just this far, which is on this one, which again, Bone Crusher sucks. On this side though, you can get on like to here and almost shy from 90, which isn't that bad. The wrists go back and forth. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this and trying to look at the camera at the same time. Go like all the way around, and then this fist opens, and yeah, so we have like a little port for the gun right there, and then the fist opens, which is really nice. So yeah, and that is the top half of him. Now for the bottom half of this dude, he has hip skirts. So hip skirts can go up, which is nice. Let's throw them up. Oh, he's tabbed in there. Those go up, and then you can take the leg, and he can kick all the way up there. So about 90. And then you can bend the knee to about 90 degrees, a little shy of 90. But then you can also kick, oh, it's just hard to do, man. Kick back to about there. He could kick back farther, but this backpack is in the way, which I'll talk about later. It also has some like swivel right here, and it does actually have angle tilt somehow. Like it's crazy, and it's ratcheted too. So overall, this thing is crazy for articulation. Like you talk about articulation combiner, bro. Like this is the combiner that is articulated the best. Oh, he's gonna fall over, but you gotta make sure he's stable. Oh, that's another thing. As you just seen, Scrapper's thing came undone, which is annoying because it locks on the bottom here, and you gotta make sure it's locked, but it does come out sometimes. Come on, be stable, brother. Be stable. Something just chipped off. I don't know what that was. Okay, so as you can see, Devastator is crazy. He's amazing. He is the king. Like oh, this combiner is so cool, brother. It's so cool. I'm just so excited to have this. And the anime, this thing is gonna be so freaking fun, man. So I'm gonna get some comparisons for some figures you might have in your collection, but like, bro, it's just so good. With a big leader class, this is not like a smaller leader class, this one's a big leader class, and it's Grimlock, and this guy just towers the hell over Grimlock. This scales so well to the 86 movie, bro. These guys look so freaking good together. And then if you want to go small, we even got 86 Bumblebee here, and like, look how tiny he is. Like, he doesn't even go up to his freaking knee. Oh, this is so freaking nice. Like, the scale is unreal how well the scale is with these figures. Now, continuing to do some more scale stuff, we have another big figure, which is my second biggest figure in my collection, which is Jetfire. And Jetfire is a commander, so he even towers over Jetfire, which is insane. Like, Jetfire doesn't, like, he's to his shoulder, which is crazy. That's insane how freaking big this Devastator is. Another one that we can do for comparison is a Voyager, obviously, and the Voyager being Optimus Prime. I don't have 86 Prime because I don't need him, because I have Siege Prime, AoE Prime, Rise of the Beast Prime, the original Last Night Prime, the mainline Optimus Prime, and the Prime, as well as the Earthrise Prime. I didn't say that already, so I don't need it. But this is how it looks against Siege/Earthrise Prime. So yeah, he scales amazing, brother. So overall, oh, it's so good. So as you can see, this figure is outstanding, and he is so good. Like, getting this is definitely worth it. If you're on the edge of getting it, if you are able to, definitely pick it up. He is amazing. But the only problem being Bone Crusher in his alt mode, his vehicle mode, his robot mode and the arm mode. That's the only problem. It's very flimsy. Here he can barely hold this gun, which I forgot to show off, which is really nice. This is a really cool gun that I won't focus, and it's being annoying. But yeah, it looks really cool. No complaints. So this guy is super cool. Besides the Bone Crusher issues, this figure is peak, and I'm giving him a 9.9 out of 10 because of the stupid Bone Crusher. But besides that, Devastator, 86 Devastator is a must-have for your collection. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next epic video. I pushed back the Transformers A New Beginning stop motion behind the scenes until next Sunday. So make sure to check that out, and make sure to check out Maverick's reaction, our reaction to Maverick's stop motion on Wednesday. So see you guys in the next one, and stay safe, and peace! WWW Devastator. Like, look at this guy. Look at this menacing face, brother. Look at that menacing face, and then this like bumblebee. Oh, I'll kill you.
We're the two, cause I'm brand new. It's just me and you. I hit the booth, praying on my knees for God to bless his tomb. Man, I'm trying to do 50 times to the ground, praying to you. I spit bars like Dr. Seuss, brought down lightning like I'm Zeus. Hey, ooh, you're telling me you didn't get the clue? What the blue dog could do better than you? They wanna follow, but they want the bottle. That's just the truth. Now you started right, hold up, didn't mean to scare you. Hey, devil on my neck, what? But God's got my soul, and he ain't gon' let go. Tell the devil if you want smoke, we don't smoke him like he dope. See, I used to have a